Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. It's back to the Queen Elizabeth II Stockbook 1, and we're sort of halfway through. So we finished yesterday with the World Cup stamps. So, what have we got here? Well, we got tweezers or tongs, or whatever they may be. Stamp collecting is fun, so we've got a lot of Christmas stamps here. I mean, that was a great stamp, wasn't it? It still is. It's superb, that one. It says it all. And here we have a first day cover to Miss B. Costall, care of Mrs. Hartley, from Idle in Bradford, Yorkshire. Here's another of that set. The Snowman. The Snowman. Yeah, so what else have we got? Well, we've still got a thing called Foss here. Phosphenes. We've got the Stanley Gibbons numbers. I mean, this is incredible stuff, isn't it? And we've got some that seem to have fallen out of a packet. So here we have the flowers. And we're up to 1967. So we're already into the D's. Sorry, we are still with the D's. 24th of April 67. That's Council in Manchester. Yeah. So we go to the next page and we're still with the flowers. But here we've got a little bit of a... something's come out on card. The new definitive series of postage stamps comprises 14 different denominations from 1 halfpenny to 1 shilling and 9pence, and the stamp bearing the new profile of Her Majesty the Queen. So what we're talking about there is Machins. And they were printed in photogravure by Messrs. Harrison and Sons Limited, apologies, of High Wycombe. None of the series bear the words postage or revenue, and this gives an elegant simplicity to the design, which at once calls to mind the great classical British postage stamps of the past. I agree. I mean, Wildings were fantastic, but these are iconic. I mean, it's just like bang. You know where you are, what you're doing. And yeah, he seems to have got stuff here like centre. What on earth does that mean? Some people can find, 2 bands unequal. So 2 bands unequal. Those in the know will know. By the way, it's Arthur Machin, OBERA, the Royal Academy. We carry on, and here we have got them all. Look at this. The 2s, but also centre, tenant, bands, 2 bands there. Centre again. I have to look that one up. Very nice collection. Lara stamps. You may think that they are one, but they're not. They're all probably different in their own way. But it takes someone like this collector, not me, but whoever had this, to recognise that. Philatelic Bureau. GPO 6D there on card. So that's a cancel there. X736. One has slipped out. The 10D. I don't think I've got a 10D. It belongs there. I mean, that is beautiful. Look at that. Look how clear it is. Also, look at the sort of different... There's some difference there. When you stick them all together, you start to see the differences. And some may be recognised and some not. Anyway, we leave those for a slight moment and go back into these. So it's got a lot in order of these stamps. So when I say in order, SG, Stanley Gibbons 752, 753, this is amazing, 754, aeroplane ones, Arties, I've got that one. These beauties here, Castle series. We'll push these down a little bit so that we can. We're going to pull them all out, so we won't do that. But Mr. Reed got himself a first day cover from 1968 of whatever that may be, prehistoric something or other. The TUC, James Cook. I haven't got that one. That's quite a nice one. I like that one. Good Queen Bess. More arty stuff. Ooh, receipt of handling charge. Receipt for handling charge. So he's collecting what you might call postal history, would you call it, maybe? Keeping the card that comes with it. That's a good idea. Well, I did struggle to, when I first started stamps, first of all, to get hold of some stamps was, I knew where to go, eBay, but you know what I mean? They're not quite as evident as they used to be. So I'd go to the post office and have a look if I could find any stamps there. Or any paraphernalia. The paraphernalia, just to give me a bit of a kickstart. I do have these long ships here. To give it a start, to sort of jolly it up a little bit and make it more, to maybe keep that. I mean, is it that a collectible in its own right? Yes, it is. So that sort of thing, definitely struggled to find anything the post office had to offer to decorate my albums and to decorate my files. Now, of course, I'm inundated with stamps. I'm trying to get rid. I'm not trying to get rid, but yeah, I'm trying to get rid of them. Prints. Well, I'm trying to sort them out. I mean, these are fantastic. Look at this. Is this a sheet? It could actually be. He's only got a whole sheet. A whole sheet of Christmas stamps. I mean, what is that? Or has he mounted them on a sheet? I've managed to... he spent years and I've messed it up in 3 seconds. He may have mounted those. I don't think they're a post office sheet. I think he's mounted them. But very nice nonetheless. More in the way of Christmas. We're coming slightly to the end at Florence Nightingale. So we're up to 1970 here. So are we still in the D? Yes, we are. The Mayflower. Dickens. Again, the Gibbons numbers are there. We are now hitting the P's. So the 1 and 6, is that the last of the D's, and are these the first? They can't be. Of the P's. Maybe they are. Look at this here. 892, 828, 826, 829, 828. So yeah, it seems to 829 follows 828. So yeah, look at that, 20. I mean, that's quite a lot of money. If you were to buy them, then that's quite an investment, and I'm afraid they haven't kept their value. So I'm hoping that he's just picked them up rather than gone out and bought them as they came out. There are cancel stamped upon them. Oh, here we have These were the copies of the Penny Blacks. To avoid confusion, they have Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II on them. I'm sure some people would have just cut round them and used them as a, as a filler, maybe. Here's another one. And we finally come to SG840. So, and there's a lot of, I do have these. There's a lot of Christmas stamps floating around. I would suggest even today there might not be stamps, but certainly a lot of Christmas cards floating around. So these are very nice indeed. In particular, I like the way he's mounted these up. Yeah, so we got the big ones, big beasts here. These were £1 back in 1970. I mean, £1 was £1 then. You could do your week shopping with for a couple of pounds. So this is a very, very nice book, and this is just book 1 of 3. So what are we going to find in those other books? Back to this again, the watermark. I mean, that is a tremendous collection. So we'll leave it at that for now. I hope you're having a fantastic day. The sun is out. I'm going to get some sun on my thin white legs and maybe do a little bit in the garden. Also, might do a little bit of painting later. Got a couple of inspirational projects in mind. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Remember, stamp collecting is fun. Don't throw your stuff away. Keep everything. If not, if you can't keep it, then pass it on to someone who will hold it for you, knowing that you'll get it back. And try and find room. Take down wedding photographs and put, get rid of her stuff and put your stuff up, and all will be well. Have fun with that, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, I hope, if not before. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.